I think I see a piece of gold sitting right on this bedrock. I think it is. So today I am near Hope, Alaska at the Resurrection open to the public area. This area has a deep, enriched history in Alaska's mining communities. It was one of the very first gold rushes and was actually a township before Anchorage became the largest city in Alaska. The workings in here are very evident. We're gonna see and poke a couple test pans to see what we can get out of here with just some casual hand tools. You can see areas where others have dredged by the big rock. This whole pool here, I'm standing up on a vegetative bank. We won't be cutting into any of those today. There's plenty of bank workings to be had. So this area will jam up with ice and fill up really quick, and water will gush through here. All these plants you can see are laying down all along through here. And there's exposed gravels all through here. Now we're not gonna hit this inside area where all the water has flown over, but we're gonna test over here where it exits. Still got some ice patches and snow patches. Here's somebody else's hole. Made a little dam up. That's a perfect spawning ground created by a dredge. It's kind of tough to tell. All this stuff has been worked before. You know that people have been coming here for decades and moving all sorts of stuff around. So we need to find something that might have been missed or processed poorly. Which this is easier said than done in a public area because anybody can come here. Anybody can bring their pans, shovels, tools, and with the permit of Alaska, you can actually dredge here. So it's going to be very difficult to actually find something of value here. Things aren't looking too good. Every spot I've checked has been worked. We got this little dredge hole. I was looking at that little outcrop thinking behind it would be good, but somebody else has already beaten me to the punch. I'm not sure about the other side, but I don't feel like wading across the river to check it. So the road here was built on old tailing piles. A lot of the baseline is built on all these cobbles that the old timers worked back in the early gold rush days. This section of river has a straight run. Up further is a patented claim that you're not allowed to mineral trespass on. But right there I see a good little gravel bar. I'm curious how that one will do. In public areas, the easy to get to spots tend to be the most heavily worked. Most people don't want to hike or travel the distance to get to something better. But when you have gold fever like I do, we're gonna walk. So there's no easy parking along this way, and that gravel bar is way back over there. So let's get around here and see if we can get something. This tree is grown atop an old tailings pile. Well, I said it'd be better to get to somewhere where you can go, but the benefit here is I see bedrock in this hole that someone was working. We might be onto something. I can see more exposed bedrock. Wait a minute. Okay, I think I see a piece of gold sitting right on this bedrock. I'm gonna get my other camera and let's see if we can get it. I think it is. I'm gonna get my snuffer bottle out and try and get that. Right there. Now it should be in here. I'm scanning a little more, trying to see if I see any little bitties of gold. That gold was sitting right on that bedrock right there. So I'm scanning some more of this. There's definitely built up material. But that was a cool find. A piece of gold laying right in the obvious sight. You don't get that very often. It's cool when you do. So that was really cool to get that little piece sitting right on that bedrock right there. There's probably more hiding inside of this bedrock. But because we got some material built up here that might have piled up and washed in here, there might be a stray piece or two in here. So we're going to get a sample of that stuff, put it in the pan, and see what we get. Alright, did we get anything? Nope. Just one micro piece is all we got from that. From that sample. There's another little one in there, but we got one micro piece from that sample, from right there on that bedrock. Now I see that bedrock dives down. I'd like to see if there's some more. So we're gonna clear away this rock dam here. Clear away this rock dam here. Get that water flowing a bit over that more so I can get a better clarity of it and see if I can get some more on this bedrock. There's our piece we got off the bedrock. Look at that beautiful flake. It's nothing big, but it sure was nice to just look down and see one. You imagine what the old timers saw back in the day before this place got worked over. And here's our little bits of gold. That's what we got cleaning this bedrock. I was only able to suck up one piece. The other stuff came from the fanning of that material down here and scooping it up in this divot. Now if I had my other tools, my little hand pump or something like that, I'm sure my clean out would be more than this. But that flake is bigger than the rest. It's why it was obvious on that bedrock.